In the golden pages of ancient world history, one name echoes eternally: Alexander the Great. A king, a warrior, a military genius who completely reshaped the world map in a short span of time. But before becoming a legend, who was he? Born in 356 BC, Alexander was the son of King Philip II of Macedon. A talented king who laid the foundation for the empire to come. From a young age, Alexander was trained in a rigorous military environment and educated by one of history's greatest philosophers, Aristotle. From Aristotle, Alexander learned not only philosophy and science, but also the art of leadership and military strategy. The combination of profound education and physical training forged an extraordinary Alexander. In 336 BC, tragedy struck when King Philip II was assassinated. Alexander, then only 20 years old, quickly ascended to the throne. He faced many challenges, from court intrigues to rebellions by Greek city-states seeking independence. With decisive action and superior military talent, Alexander swiftly crushed all resistance, consolidated his power, and proved himself a worthy successor to his father. Now, he was ready for a greater ambition, conquering the mighty Persian Empire. With power consolidated, Alexander began to pursue his grand ambition, conquering the Persian Empire, the most powerful empire of its time. In 334 BC, he led a small but elite army across the Hellespont, setting foot on Asian soil. The first battle was at the Granicus River, where Alexander displayed his exceptional military talent by defeating the Persian army and their Greek mercenaries. This victory paved the way for his advance into Asia Minor. 2 years later, at Issus, Alexander faced Emperor Darius III of Persia himself. In a fierce battle, Alexander personally led the charge, causing Darius to flee and the Persian army to disintegrate. The victory at Issus not only gave Alexander control over Syria and Egypt, but also affirmed his position as an invincible general. After the victory at Issus, Alexander continued his march south, entering Egypt. Here, he was welcomed by the people as a god, a liberator from Persian rule. Alexander founded the city of Alexandria, which would later become a great center of culture and knowledge. But his ambition did not stop there. In 331 BC, Alexander faced Darius III for the last time at Gaugamela, a battle considered the largest and most decisive in ancient history. Although the Persian army outnumbered his forces many times over, Alexander used brilliant tactics, routing Darius's army and forcing him to flee again. The victory at Gaugamela marked the end of the Achaemenid Persian Empire and brought Alexander to the pinnacle of power, becoming the king of Asia. He entered Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis, the magnificent capitals of Persia, seizing countless treasures and consolidating his power. After conquering Persia, Alexander did not stop. His ambition was to conquer the entire known world. He led his army eastward, crossing distant and challenging lands, advancing into India. Here he faced new challenges, from harsh terrain to formidable armies with giant war elephants. The Battle of the Hydaspes against King Porus was one of Alexander's most difficult battles, but he still achieved victory thanks to his tactical genius and the bravery of his army. However, after many years of continuous campaigning, Alexander's soldiers were exhausted and longed to return home. Although Alexander wanted to push further, he eventually had to yield to the resistance of his troops and began the journey back. The journey back from India was a grueling ordeal. Alexander's army had to cross the arid Gedrosian desert, enduring hunger, thirst, and disease with heavy losses. Upon returning to Babylon, Alexander began planning new campaigns, including the conquest of Arabia. However, in June 323 BC, Alexander fell gravely ill after a banquet. Within days, the great king died at the age of 32, leaving behind a vast empire with no clear successor. His death remains a mystery, with many theories ranging from natural illness to poisoning. Alexander's sudden demise led to a power struggle among his generals, known as the Diadochi, ultimately fragmenting his vast empire into smaller kingdoms. Although Alexander's empire disintegrated after his death, his legacy endures. Alexander ushered in a new era, known as the Hellenistic period, where Greek culture, language, and thought spread throughout the ancient world. Dozens of cities named Alexandria were founded, becoming bustling centers of trade and culture. The Great Library of Alexandria stands as a testament to the intellectual flourishing of this period. Alexander was not just a conqueror, he was also a cultural disseminator, creating a more diverse and interconnected world. His influence is still felt today, from military strategy to the cultural exchange between East and West. Alexander the Great, the immortal king, who reshaped history and left a magnificent legacy for humanity. Alexander the Great, a name that has become legendary not only for his great conquests, but also for his vision and cultural legacy. His life is a testament to the power of will, intellect, and courage. We hope this video has given you a deeper insight into this immortal king. If you found this video helpful and interesting, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to not miss out on other fascinating history videos from us. Thank you for watching.